Good morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 13th. It is 7:37 a.m. Central Time. Just doing my quick pre-market review here. And so we'll look on the daily here on the MQ. Closed on the highs yesterday, which is amazing. Broke new all-time highs over this weekly previous all-time high that we marked on Sunday. And pre-market, we just kept going up. We've reached the 2400 round level, so that's amazing. That is the best in the world right now. So 2400. I've been looking for that round number since last week, and we got there, which is great. So I'm just gonna mark that. And so now for me, this is kind of a reset. I'm definitely not looking for any shorts. And looking for a pullback to join long to see if we can continue. But that's pretty amazing that we got there. And looks like I lost my screen share again. Let me get back. Okay, we're back. Um, so if we look at the 1 hour really quick, again, we had this nice little pull down into Monday, launched off of that level Tuesday, and just kept going up on that 1 hour, which is great. And just one, two, three, four, five, six, seven candles, well, at least six in a row have been green, closed green. Um, and now we've gapped up and we're actually clearing that 2400 level. So let's see how we open and if we stay above that in regular trading hours. So super bullish looking. I think for just looking at this, I mean, there's pull back to this level for a potential long. So that would be kind of a shallow pullback, but we would watch that for a long. Sync that globally. I think a deeper pullback would be here, and then obvious level here for another pullback, a deep pullback long. So right there. So I think you would just kind of have to wait and see how much we pull back to go long. But there's a possibility that we open and we stay above this, let's say 23,990 level, and we just kind of keep going. So we'll see what happens there. And then on the 1 minute, when I was looking at it, so I was looking at some volume profiles. And so this area between 23,706 and 2360, let's call it, this was a high volume node area. Like a lot of, and I think also like point of control for the day was around here. So price could come all the way down here, I think, if we wanted to do a deep pullback. And I think lots of buyers would step in this area. Um, but again, given that we are gapping up here, so we're gapping up, we are above the 2400 level. Where's price currently? Yeah, so we're currently at 2420. We could open, maybe come and touch this round psychological level and then just keep going up. If we break that, then there's nothing really here to bounce off of. And so there could be a gap close to here or pretty close to it, maybe 50%, 70% of the gap to continue going upward. Um, but yeah, definitely just looking for a place to get long. So I think I'm watching this 2400 level, see how price opens and reacts there. If we get somewhere down here or close and we start kind of basing, I will definitely look to go long to see if we can kind of go back up and retest the 2400 level. If we flush hard and we want to close the gap really quick, I mean, I think that's fine. Kind of looking for this previous 4 hour high for a long or a deeper pullback back to this 23,853, maybe even later in the day. And if we want to get back down here over today and tomorrow, just because I know today we have Fed speakers and then tomorrow there's I think job news or something. There's some type of news on Thursday. Maybe it's the PPI. Maybe we come down here to get more longs and continue upward. But bullish long is the obvious direction this morning. So you can't fight what price is doing. We are gapping up over the round 2400 level, all time highs. Longer term charts are super bullish. And I think all we have on the docket today are some Fed speakers. And tomorrow we'll have some more news or some more economic releases. I think also Cisco reports at the market close. I think that's one of the bigger earnings that's happening as well. So let's see. And I think it's interesting because there was like the yesterday we had that lawsuit news with Powell, and the market kind of shook that off and kept going up. Um, and I know there's like some Ukraine news, or there was, where they're meeting in Alaska, but then Zelensky wasn't actually invited to that meeting, type of thing. And so maybe that was kind of mixed. And so it really feels like the market's just shaking off bad news, or like any news where you think there would be pause and maybe a pullback. Like the market has just been ripping higher. And so like you have to just follow what price is doing. Even for me, it's like, it does, like, maybe you should be cautious. It doesn't really seem that is the case right now. And so just have to kind of follow what price is doing. Obvious direction is up. Obvious thing to do is look for the pullbacks. Definitely not going to short. You know, Maybe I'll entertain shorts later today once, if we make a double top or something. If we try to attempt higher and we fail twice, maybe I'd look for a short to kind of close the gap. But in the morning, definitely just looking for places to go long. Um, and so we'll see. But if we flush really quickly, and sellers are clearly stepping in, you have to be open to going short. But it's going to be a quick scalp. Like, the bigger trade, I think, would be looking for a nice pullback into long. So that's the direction that I have a bias in the morning, just because that is what price is doing. But if we flush quickly, I will look potentially could look to short back down to pullback levels. So, but I wouldn't hold shorts too long. With the longs in buying, I would be more patient for sure. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. So we'll just see what the morning brings. Good luck to everybody, and I will see you after I'm done trading for the morning.